Hello everyone and welcome to Werven's World and welcome to my Let's Play of Tome. So I have bought the Embers of Rage expansion and it's time to try it out. I've played a little bit with it just to kind of get familiar with the class, but of course as always I died all the time, so it's time to start a new one. So the class I wanted to try is the Sawbutcher. So this is a new class in this expansion and we are now playing as an orc. I also unlocked the Yetis, and I did that by basically finding an item and then I needed to stun some Yetis and bring them back home. And now I could play as a crook Yeti if I want to. But I think I want to play as an orc instead. So we have an orc here, and as you can see they possess Orcus Fury, which allows them to increase all their damage for a few turns. Then we get extra strength, dexterity, constitution, minus magic, +1 willpower and +1 cunning. So if we then go to Tinker here, then we have a gunslinger as well as a Sawbutcher. And the Sawbutcher basically takes 2 of these saw blades and he can kind of use them as a shield as well as a attacking thing, and he does a lot of bleeding damage. So yeah, let's go for this one. He says their most important stats are strength and cunning. So let us call him Werven. Let's play on roguelike difficulty with an or roguelike permadeath and normal difficulty and play. So here we have our skill tree. So in short, I guess, so we've got steam tech skills, and in butchery here we attack with our saw blades. So as you can see here, this just increases our physical power and then increases our weapon damage while using these steam saws. Then we've got overheat saws, which channels hot steam around our saws, burning foes we strike in melee for fire damage over turn. So we also can do actually a fair amount of fire damage, especially if we go here for furnace and stuff. But I haven't really looked at these yet, so what I'm at the moment mostly interested in is these skills here that I already have. Now one of them here is saw maiming, which is actually quite nice. Basically I hit it and then I make sure that it does less damage, so maimed foes deal less damage. That's really cool. So then here, if someone is bleeding, then I hit them and then blood gushes out and it's kind of an AoE attack, which is quite strong. And now this one here is really great. It's saw wheels. Basically, I am planting my steam saws in the ground and then I use them basically as wheels to move around very, very quickly. But then also people around me get knocked 3 tiles away, and when I stop this, then I do a lot of damage around myself. So it's basically an AoE attack for free, which is really quite nice. So I will take these skills very much, and then there is a steam tech battle machinery. I haven't looked at this one that much. Basically it's kind of like grenades, so this one throws a small unstable steam engine, creates an explosion of hot vapor, burns all foes, and bleeding foes take more damage. So this has quite some potential, but I haven't really looked at it that much yet. Lingering cloud, explosive steam engine's vapor lingers for 5 turns. Each turn bleeding foes inside the cloud will take more damage. Also quite nice. Then we've got here tremor engine. That throws a tremor engine that makes basically an earthquake and people get stunned, pinned and disarmed, which sounds really good. And then fiery boulders. Yeah, so all this sounds quite nice. But I think I first want to start off maxing these a little bit and then also going for Steam Tech Blacksmith. As you can see here, it grants me extra strength and constitution, as well as talent level 5. We are incredibly built that we gain 1 size category. I don't think size actually does anything, except there is a prodigy, I think, that does something really strong when you are bigger than your enemies. So we've got quite some stats here. So our most important ones are strength for these skills and cunning for these steam tech kind of grenade stuff things. So I think I'll start with a bit of extra strength and maybe more strength, or actually constitution could also be nice, just to have a little bit more survivability. But I think I'll just put it in strength. Then I'll also go for more saw maiming, which is nice. And this one, I'm not sure how many points it needs. Like, we already get more speed from 1 point, which is really quite nice. But of course we could always get more weapon damage, which is also quite nice. But I think I'll save this point for now. And put this one here to get more strength and constitution. Yes. You are a member of the prideful but dwindling orc race. Throughout history, your race has been hated, hunted, and mercilessly killed by others. It also committed its lot of atrocities and destructions. But now the orcs are on the brink of extinctions. All their strongholds in Maj'Eyal have been destroyed either by the Sun Wall or the one you named the Scourge of the West, which was probably us in the previous games if we beat it. Of the 4 prides on the mainland, none stood. They all fell and very few of their members were able to flee. Only the Kruk Pride, stationed on the Clork Peninsula, still stands, but for how long? The Sunwall outpost blocked the way to the mainland, and the peninsula itself is home to an advanced race of aggressive giants who mastered steam technology. And now the giants have dug a tunnel through the mountain right into Kruk, pouring out of it to the end of the Pride once and for all, while the bulk of Kruk forces are away. They must be stopped at any cost. If Kruk falls, the orc race dies with it. You grab the bomb from the stocks, and now you must enter the tunnel and detonate it on a weak spot to make it crumble. For the orcs, for Garkul's legacy. Alright, so here we are. So, actually my toolbar is not very great. I adjusted the resolution. Let's see what I can do. Let's get this thing out of the way. Maybe we can actually turn off the chat. Yep. Ah. This pop-up is a little bit annoying. Why can't I pick anything up? Because this was in the way probably. Yeah, here's the chat one. Here we go. That's okay. But I do kind of want to... How about no chat channels? Here we go. Alright, sorry for that. So we have our character here. And as you can see, we have these saw blades, which both count as a shield as well as an attack thing. And they have these special things. Those strucks suffer severe lacerations and bleed for 10% of the damage done per turn for 5 turns, which is stacking. So that's really quite nice. So we can just make people bleed while attacking them. Alright. So here are the enemies. I'm going to attack with this Orcish Fury, so basically that I run faster, and if I manage to run for 5 turns, then they get the maximum amount of damage. As you can see now I run for 2 turns, which is already 40%, 60, 80, and now if we attack one, we basically do a lot of damage to everyone already. Alright. Maybe I should... audio options, maybe a little bit less of this. At least it seemed to be very loud. So, we can start. And basically the idea would be to always have this Orcish Fury on, because even if I auto-explore, it will still be active, as you can see here. It just has a little bit of a cooldown. And we are already level up. So, what should we put our points in? I am thinking of putting, well, more into this one, but this one here needs strength. Strength 24. So if I put a point in here and then save it, then it will add that extra strength to it. Yes, and then I can take this one. And this one just needs a bit of strength, but we already have enough. And I'm not 100% sure of these. I guess I could already take some cunning for critical chance. I didn't use all the stat points yet. Oops, now I turned off my skill. Sawblade, here we go. And the nice thing about the saw blades as well is that we run really fast, so we can also use them to escape. Let's move the cursor away. And here is the boss. And let's do the Orcish Pride, or what is it called? Orcish Fury. And then we attack him. And hope that we don't die. Ooh, he does doing a lot of damage, so I'm gonna use my healing injector. So this works a bit differently. At the moment I've got an injector, and I can choose whichever rune I want to, or salve I want to use with them. If I have multiple injectors, which I do now, as you can see here, there's 2, I can basically use this twice, but it's the individual injectors that go on cooldown, not the actual skills, if that makes sense. Okay, maybe I should make sure and just use this healing. There we go. Perfect. So we are level up again. And we have 7 stat points. This goes really quickly, so I'm going to still put it in here. Actually, let me take one of that and let me put both here in armor training, except I don't have enough strength, but now I do. So then I can wear massive plate armor. I think I want this one here, the Bloodstream. So I increase the duration of bleeding and also do that AoE attack. And AoE attack is something I don't really have yet, so that would be nice to have. I might put a little bit into con, and then more into strength, as well into cunning a little bit. Not sure if that's the best, but that will do. So we've got Rod of Recall, that's good. And we're gonna place a bomb here, and now we have 220 turns to get out here. And gonna use the Rod of Recall then. There we go. And we've got some cool weapons. Well, we got a maul, but we're not gonna use that. We've got this here, which is worse, but we don't have a hat yet, so we might as well use the Hat of Strength, why not? And that's it. Hello, we are back home. So, let's talk to this guy, Matash the Minotaur. Before you stands an impressive undead Minotaur. I would like to talk to you. Soft foot of the croc, I come to give you a warning, an apology, and a plea for help. An incredible magical force has awakened within one of our elders, Nektosh the One-Horned, and he has gone mad with its power. Those who stood up against him were reduced to less than ashes by a beam from his horn, a beam that tunneled far up through the rock above him until we could see the sky. He has convinced some of us that he can use this terrible force to conquer Maj'Eyal and terrified others into going along with him. He has announced that his first step will be to lead his followers in an attack on the Crook Pride. The rest of us have fled, hiding in caverns across the peninsula. I cannot in good conscience ask you to face certain death before this magic, before his magic for our sakes, but striking first may be the only way to save your people. He appears to be stalling the invasion, buying you some time, but if you cannot catch him off guard before he finally commits to it, I've seen his power cut through a mountain like it was a leaf, Softfoot. There can be no victory against that kind of magic. Run, hide, and hope he falls victim to an accident or loses the remaining fragments of his sanity that keep him capable of casting spells. I'll check it out. Alright, so we got a couple of quests. We've got Of Steamwork and Pain. To win the war, you must help the Pride by striking a blow to the Giant's morale and supply line. So we must assault the Vaporous Emporium, as well as explore the Yeti Cave. Then we have this Clans of the Unicorn, so we have to investigate the Crimbo clan south of the peninsula. So what we will do... no, he doesn't want to talk to us anymore. What we will do first is we will go to the Yeti Cave. Which should be here, I think. Yes. So here is the Yeti Cave. we go, level up once again. And, well, extra weapon power is always nice. And what's this one here? Spin your saws wildly around you to create a wall of steamy saw teeth. All melee damage against you is reduced by 13%, and you have 13% chance to evade projectiles, and you can never take a blow that deals more than 95% of your max life. That sounds good. Let's take it. It needs strength, and if we level it up, damage is reduced by 20%, and we can never take a blow. Wow, this is really quite nice, so let's take that. And we still have some stats. More strength. Here's an actual Yeti. We should actually drag our skills to the right spot. So healing can be here. This one can be, well, we don't need it. I don't think it does anything if we use it, right? Oh yeah, we basically set it as the standard to be used first, because they can be differently good, basically. It doesn't always... The toolbar doesn't always work. Not sure why that is. Here we go. No, now I lost it. What is happening? And now I forgot what the shortcut is to go to my skills. This one here, P. No, that's not how it works. It's been a while since I've played this. I guess from here then. Yes. Healing salve is good to have. Frost salve. And we should activate this one here to be sustained so that we can never take a very hard hit. Alright, so now if I make this one bleeding... Oh, they die immediately. But now I made this mouse here bleeding. It should be bleeding at least. Doesn't say though. So maybe I don't always make a target bleed. And now this one is bleeding. So if I wait a turn and now press 4, then you see I do this blood gushing and then everyone dies. Some ants, bunny rabbits, everything in this cave here. Ooh, nice. So now this one here should be bleeding. It is. Get rid of this ice. There we go. That killed quite a lot of them. And snakes. Some totems. Ooh. There's so much text in this game, I actually haven't really read all those item descriptions. World map, next level. Alright, ooh, we've got an armor plate of lightning resistance. Let's take that one, be a bit more defensive. Ooh, elm totem of cure ailments. That sounds good. And the rest I don't want. What is this thing here? Oh, that's my steam tech generator. Yeah, so my power I use is steam, and all of these things, they actually cost steam. For example, here 2D arms cost 15. If I ever really need more steam, then this one here can be activated for an instant burst of 25 steam. Let's activate the movement buff. There we go, level up once again. More size, definitely, and then we save that, and then it gets applied, and then we can take a 4th level of this as well as a 4th level of this. Oh, but we don't have points left, all right. All right, there is another Yeti. So this bloodstream, this blood gushing seems to be quite strong. That's quite nice. Not sure if it will keep up, but we'll have to see about that. And this maiming is also quite nice because that's with this one here, because then my opponent will be doing less damage to me. There, kill everything at once. Alright, now if I wait for them to come closer, there we go. There was a statue here. I think that's always a bit of a risky thing. But hey, we live on the edge. And we summoned a fire imp. So we will raise our damage. We will activate our movement. And he moved away. That's fine. Ow, ow. Which one is our healing one? Healing salve. And there we go. So they seem to have some kind of charge as well. Lots of caves, previous level and next level. Alright, and there is absolutely nothing for us here. So we will just continue. I think this is where the boss is. And some mice, of course. And level up again. This goes really quickly. So let's take this one here. Wait. So if we increase it now, we increase the amount of turns that we maim it to 4, and we get like 8% more damage, and we get a little bit less damage, 3%. So this one doesn't actually increase the amount of turns that we maim it, and also not really... Maybe I won't put a 5th point in here yet. I'll put one in here. Is this sustained? No, it isn't. Yeah, it is sustained. Okay, so we always do a bit of fire damage. Oh, we don't have points left. All right. Well, we'll wait with that then. But we will need more... Actually, we don't need that much more strength at the moment. For this, we need more cunning, though. And then there are some more things that will need cunning and cunning. So I'm thinking of putting some more into cunning now, and maybe one into constitution. Another thing to touch. Yes. What happened? Leaving no traces. Okay. Where is the boss? Here he is. It is Yeti Patriarch. That didn't do a whole lot of damage, and why can I not use this? Because I don't have any steam. Interesting, why do I not have steam? Every time I attack, it seems to cost steam as well. Alright, we have finished the Yeti cave, but we got the mystery of the Yeti. You have found a bit of preserved Yeti muscle. Probably somewhere, somebody somewhere will be interested, alright? Maybe that's some kind of alchemy quest again, like in the previous game with those ingredients for the potions. And we're also level up once again. So this doesn't actually seem to cost me anything. Wondering why I lost all that steam. Yeah, okay, so this moving around costs me. Okay. And then if I explore too much, I run out of steam. That's good to know. Previous level, here we go. Telosis counterpoint. Talent steam pool. What is it? Ah, it is a steam gun. Okay, then I don't want it. Iron steam gun, iron gauntlets. Yes, let's wield those. Regeneration. That might be nice. I'm not sure how this works, because we have got those injectors, so I'm not sure if I can also use these. Yes, I can. So I have a steam generator, medical injector. Cancel. So then, just by having these in my inventory, I seem to be able to use them. Okay, then maybe I will not use this regeneration. I do really like regeneration though. Especially my healing salve is 116 and this is 142 over 5 turns. So maybe I will use it instead of just one of these. Alright, and we have been playing for half an hour, so I'll put the episode to a close here, but I hope you had fun, and see you next time.